Babylon is falling. I'm taking a look in the streets. It's really the day when I see. We constantly searching for peace. My people just want to be free. We tired of the cell blocks and the bullshit. That lying nigga in the pulpit. Same shit, but a different day. I speak truth, they ain't come to play. You in the way, better move, nigga. That baller know we gon' be cool, nigga. Say you gon' get that tool, nigga. Matter of fact, get you by two, nigga. You see the signs that's in front of you. Shots in the rough from up under you. Shit is gon' fall, yeah, I promise you. Make up your mind what you gonna do. You heard it? Now listen. Your life, my business. You are my brother. We need each other. This truth, I live it. I will defend it. You are my brother. You are my brother. Babylon is falling. Babylon is falling. To rise no more. To rise no more. My brother. Get your hands up, it's a war now. Take a good look at this world. It's time to go hard, don't be scared now. I know you're feeling the stress. Look on your face and I need some help. But we made it happen with less. You on my blood, I feel what you felt. Distrusting every corner. Every day I feel like alone. Keeping the faith, that is my armor. This is a test, but nothing can harm you. Don't be scared of truth when you hear it. Don't compromise your spirits. Don't be trying to live like these white folks. Don't be trying to chill with these white folks. Brotherhood is a whip, and that's the shit that I stand for. If you keep the law and live it, then you a nigga I stand for. Got no time for that fake shit. That's the shit I can't stand, bro. Still believing that flag. So what the hell do you stand for? Babylon is falling. To the ground, Babylon is falling. To the ground, to rise no more. Yes.
Only a little bit, like a couple tips. Just bust it open.
That's just too up. Sit down, let me take you down this cold, cold road. Let me show you how this story goes. Sit down, let me take you down this cold, cold road. Let me show you how this story goes. I done been through so much pain, but I'm never giving up. So many bitches playing games, but I never find love. I'm praying for my kids, hope they never find drugs. All the shit that I survived, gotta fix the middle bug. I know that if I move, guarantee he gon' shoot. But he asking for ID, what the fuck I'm supposed to do? He looked at me, I looked at him. I prepared myself for war. Bitch, I gotta make it home. I'm not dying in this car. I'm a servant of the Lord. I know that I'm gonna be alright. It's a cold, cold world, so it's hard to sleep at night. I'm tossing in, I'm turning, fighting demons in my sleep. Blood rushing through the roof, got me watching what I eat. I'm seeing all the struggles in the streets, and all the lying that they doing on TV. They say that you can be great in America, but how I'm supposed to dream when I can't breathe in America? But if you found a truth, what would you do? soldier, and I'm never giving up. Sit down, let me take you down this cold, cold road. Let me show you how this story goes. Sit down, let me take you down this cold, cold road. Let me show you how this story goes. I done been through so much pain, but I'm never giving up. Being rich, playing game, thought I never find love. I'm praying for my kids, hope they never find drugs. All this shit that I survived, gotta think the man above.
Need relief now? Save time with 1 hour delivery and 30-minute pickup from Walgreens. Get 5 symptom relief.
So lost, yeah. So lost, we so lost, we so lost, so lost, we so lost, we so lost, we so lost, yeah. So lost, we 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 so lost. You see the problem that I'm going through, but you don't help me. Only thing you wanna do is hurt me. I see my partners going through the same shit.
Let's clap it up. Shalom, Israel, with the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, coming out of 1 West Harlem, New York, 125th Street, under Commanding General YAHANNA. And since 1969, we've been delivering the truth that Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians are the true people that the Bible speaks of as God's chosen people. I'm Priest and Officer of 50, Kashaka War holding it down for Priest and Officer of 5,000, Kawagabor, who'll be here shortly. I got Priest and Officer Yashala in the building. I got Goyal in the building. I got also the Khan parking the car, coming in the building. Listen, man. Shalom Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shabrakatah to the Akim, and Shalom Yahweh Shema al Thumb Bashim Yahweh Shah to the Aquafium. Hey, listen, man, we about to get this laws working, man. You know, a lot of times when we talk about the scriptures, right? The scriptures, you know, being taught how I was taught is, and everybody in Israel was taught the same way. We use the scriptures and we base current events around the scriptures, and we prove that it's the Bible, that it's the Lord that's doing these things and allowing, not doing them per se, but allowing these things to happen. And his angels is doing the work for him. Salakia. But we use current events, we use articles, we bring out heavy articles, and sometimes we put a class together specifically for whatever current event is going on or whatever's happening in through the social media, the news, politics, and things of that nature. Today, I put a class together, and this class that I'm putting together is based on the sisters, right? Now, I know everybody say, oh, Kashak, you're going to start women bashing and this, that, and the third. But let me say this, Slocky, before I do that, man, give a hand for Commander Johnny Yohana, man, for keeping this thing going, man. And all the generals and all the captains and all the officers and all the troopers and the sisters as well. Salakia. I'm going to read some. Black women of today live a life of prostitution. Say it again. Black women, Hispanic women, Native Indian women live a life of prostitution in today's time, which they have adopted at a fast rate over a course of time. It's a sad, very sad and disgusting thing. A woman that have a high body count, they take it lightly. Like, yeah, I got 50 under me. 50? Men? That's just like what? Women of today's time talk like how men talk when I used to be in the streets and be in the world. Men used, yeah, I got this many bodies. I got this, that. Women are talking like they're men, like that's a pleasing thing. And then they run around, they get all used up. And then when they turn a certain age, when it sets in that they're going to be lonely and old, and just be continue skipping from man to man to man, talking about they trying to find the right one, and they all used up, they go back to the simp of the block, the one that everybody that loved you from the very beginning and always wanted to be with you, the man that worked hard and just he did a simple job. He didn't have the extravagant things. He wasn't a drug dealer. He wasn't a basketball player or a football player. He wasn't the star of the show. He was the kid that he just minded his business, kept his head low, and worked hard at school. And now you want to go marry this man, and like you're innocent, you want to be put in a white dress, and you want to put on a white dress and get a ring, and you want a house, and you want this and you want that. In today's time, right now, you have women are for sale for the right price because of their sexuality, because of their look, just their look, the provocative look that they give off. They walk around dressed like whores, and if your money doesn't match what they feel is ideal, they'll toot their nose up to you. They will toot their nose up to you as if why did you talk to them? And then this is the head crack. The head crack is a woman expects a man to be making high six figures when they making 30,000 themselves a year, 30, 35. They got a little bit of training, they're making 40. They expect a man to be making 80, 90, 100,000 or better a year and to take care of them when they can't take care of themselves. It's sad. Sex sells. Look sells. These stupid eyelashes is disgusting. They put all this makeup on, palette on their face to pretend to be a certain person and then got to wash that off. You got to wash America off. You got to wash the falseness off. Going to get these Brazilian butt lifts, these BBLs, these baby makeovers, these baby body makeovers. It's disgusting. It's disgusting when all you got to do is work out a little bit. But then you got these sisters that's work out and they think they too good for a man that's just making average pay, 20, 30,000 a year. Come on in. 30,000 a year. It's chairs out there if you need one, sir. Shalom, Lord of Christ.
Shalom, Christ.
30,000 a year. Because women have adopted a spirit of promiscuity. How'd you say it?
Promiscuity.
Thank you, Duada. That's what the spirit, the sisters have now grown and adopted. Hot girl summer is in effect. It's not even, it was a time when you used to wait for the summer and you see a sister in what's the name of them? The sundresses, right, which was a glorious thing. Hey, shalom, Lord in Christ. Which was a glorious thing to see a beautiful sister in a sundress. Not no makeup on her face, maybe a little lip gloss. She got her nails short, is not all stupid long. A simple woman. But now you got women outside wearing the coochie cutter shorts. Right. They wear there's no nothing to the imagination. There's nothing to the imagination. There's nothing to say, well, I would like to know more about this sister. You know all about her between Instagram, Facebook, and what she wears outside, who she carries herself around, who's her friends, who's she around, what she deals with, what her work life. She's two different creatures. She's at work, she's Miss Goody Two Shoes, but then when she gets off of work, she becomes a different demon. She becomes Legion. She becomes Asmodeus. She becomes all these different types of demons because she has to be in the in crowd. Because she don't need no man. She's independent. She making 35,000, looking for a man that makes 90,000, 100,000, and expect her bills to be paid by this man. It's disgusting. We lowered our standards,
Right.
as a people, as is, coming out of slavery, still in slavery. We already lowered our standards. We already belittled ourselves by not following the laws, statutes, commandments, and judgments of the Most High. Now we're whores. My sisters are whores and sell themselves for cheap.
Right.
The value of a woman is rubies when she's a good woman. Right. When she's submissive, not combative and argumentative. Can you have an opinion? Yes.
Right.
Can you make a point? Yes.
Right.
Are you good with money? Yes. But you running around here selling that box for $40 and a bodega sandwich. Or you have some high price whores who wants more money. Also the cunt barbershop.
If I may, sir.
Please.
From the book of Romans, chapter 3, verse 18.
That's why you know you in the right place when you in Israel, when you serving the righteous God, and you serving the righteousness, when you really into your scripts and you studying, because before I can even say the scripture, he bringing it out. That's because he's studying. Barbershop, sir.
I'm from the book of Romans, chapter 3, verse 18.
Read.
There is no fear of God before their eyes.
There's no what?
There's no fear of God before their eyes.
Our sisters has no fear of God before their eyes. They don't fear that they're being whores. Because in the Bible, you were stoned when you were sleeping with other men. You and the man that you were sleeping with. Here, I'm going to make a quick point before you finish. One woman, just say this one woman, she sleeps with 10 men within the same month. 10 men, back and forth, back and forth. She gets pregnant. Who's the father? Because she's letting everybody run in her raw. Everybody squeezing. Who's the father? Here's a man. One man, he's sleeping with 10 women. They all get pregnant, but they all only sleeping with him. Who's the daddy? Him. See, when it's the other way around, when a woman have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 baby daddies, it's confusion. It's confusion because a man comes to pick up his daughter, and then a woman expects you to take all the kids because you make some money. Finish reading, Bob Kashaw.
That was it, sir.
Go ahead, Ayash.
It's the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 25, verse 13.
You know what I want. I don't even gotta ask, Ayash.
Right.
This clip is loaded. Let's go.
Give me any plague.
Give me what?
Give me any plague.
Give me what?
Give me any plague.
Give me any plague. This let's use modern day time. This script is saying, give me AIDS. Give me COVID-19, put me on my deathbed.
Right.
Give me monkeypox. Give me herpes simplex worse. This is what this is saying. Pay attention. This is what the Bible is saying. Kashak is not saying this.
Right.
This is what the scripts is saying. Read.
Come. Give me any plague.
Right.
But the plague of the heart.
But the what?
But the plague of the heart.
But the what?
The plague of the heart.
Give me any plague but the plague of the heart. The heart, and it doesn't mean this thing that's beating in your chest.
Right.
That plague that's in here.
Right.
That weakness for a big butt and a smile.
Right.
She 5'2", wearing glasses, little feet. Ugh. It's a weakness. It's a weakness. Chocolate or vanilla, like a sundae. And I'm not talking about oppressive women. I'm talking about Hispanics. Yeah. So it's a weakness. Israel has beautiful women, but they're out here like whores. Just 1 second. Let me get this to this point. Very few women cook, clean, take care of kids anymore like mothers do. A woman has 2 kids and it's a hard time. It's a hard time to make it. I can't cook dinner. Listen, I come from an era where women would cook, clean, work a job,
That's right.
go to work. A woman will get up in the morning, prepare the kids for school, take them to school. After they take them to school, they go to work and get home to pick up the kids to make sure that they do their homework. And she not just making sure they do their homework. She got that meal on that table before that man come home. That's a different era. She will clean up, wash dishes, clean the house, smelling like pine sol and some fabulosa good stuff. I'm talking about, and then have the laundry done and got
Right.
what?
Right.
Folded.
Right.
And she go do her own job. Okay, let's take the woman that stay at home and take care of the kids. When the man come home, she got that dinner cooked. Because guess what? He just bust his tail to bring that meat home to the table. And guess what? That house is clean. You got women that sit in the house, do nothing but watch goddamn TV. And they don't even make sure the kids goddamn eat. Go in there and eat cereal. She can't make him a hot plate. She's serving everybody but him first because he's working all day. Here's one even more crazier. You got women that don't even cook. He come home and there's no dinner on the table.
Right.
She can't even order the food.
Right.
Because she got an attitude because he ain't give her money so she can go get her nails done. Her cell phone bill paid, right?
Right.
She got heat and hot water.
Right.
She live in a house, an apartment.
Right.
It might not even be the best apartment. You live in a basement apartment. That thing clean though.
Right.
He pays all the bills, and you selfish bitch. You don't want to cook him nothing to eat because he ain't buy you no goddamn no nails, no eyelashes, and then you ready to go give it to one of the corner boys so you can get your nails done. So you gonna go sleep and be a whore on this brother that busts his tail to make sure you look good.
Right.
It disgusts me.
Right.
Women are not cooking. They're not cleaning. They're not taking care of responsibilities. They want to put you on child support and think that child support is supposed to support her household. She got 9 kids, 5 kids, 2 kids, 3 kids, 5 kids, and 3 of the fathers is on child support. The other 2 fathers is in jail, so they can't pay child support.
Right.
And you sleeping with a whole nother other 3 brothers being a whore. Read the scripture, Yash.
It's the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 25, verse 13.
Read.
Give me any plague.
Give me any plague.
But the plague of the heart.
Read.
And any wickedness.
And any wickedness.
But the wickedness of a woman.
But the what?
But the wickedness of a woman.
A man is praying for any wickedness in the world. Any wickedness in the world, but the wickedness of a wicked woman. Do you understand, sisters, that you are You supposed to be the comfort. You supposed to be a man's comfort. When a man goes out and busts his tail to make sure, because I know men that took care of women for 10, 15 years, they ain't worked not one job. And then go out and be a whore on this man while he busting his tail. And then living this fairy tale goddamn lie by our oppressors of monogamy. And you out here being a whore. You disgust me. You disgust me. And it's sad. It's sad. You out with your girlfriends. Oh, girl, he got money. That's all it takes? That's all you're worth? I remember, sidebar, Salaki, I remember when I was a young, even before the truth, right? Bringing my daughter up. And Salaki to the men above me for me saying it like this. But I must be honest. When I was bringing my daughter up, I took my daughter to the whole store. I said, baby girl, you want to be that? Go, get out my car then. Go be that. Go be that. That's a whore.
Right.
And you don't have to be on this corner to be a whore. You could be a house whore. And I showed her what a house whore was. And I told her, that thing between your legs is gold. And it's not for sale. A man earns that. And you must learn to love the man that's worthy of earning that.
Right.
Don't just give it out to any man. Sisters, man, we gotta wake up. We gotta wake up. It's disgusting to be a whore. It's disgusting to run around here and just giving that thing away all willy-nilly like it doesn't matter. By the time you're 13 and 14, 15, 17 years old, by the time you reach 18, you got 30 men that you done slept with. By the time you're 25, God. And if you went to college, Ayash, finish reading.
Book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 25, verse 16.
There you go.
I had rather dwell.
I what?
I had rather dwell.
I'd rather what?
I had rather dwell.
Read.
With a lion.
With a who?
A lion.
A who?
A lion.
A who?
A lion.
Go ahead.
And a dragon.
And a who?
And a dragon.
And a what?
And a dragon.
Go ahead.
Then to keep house.
Then do what?
Then to keep house.
Then to do what?
Then to keep house.
Go ahead.
With a wicked woman.
With a who?
With a wicked woman.
With a wicked bitch. It is crazy that you go out to work every day. A woman is supposed to be your peace of mind. Here,
right.
let me help you make sense of this. In the book of Genesis, in the very beginning of the Bible, the Most High God made Eve to be a helpmate to Adam. That's why it's so confusing in today's time that women mess with women, because it was never meant to be that way. That's why it's so confusing that men mess with men, because the Lord didn't make it that way. He said, I made man and woman. That's 1, 2, right? 1, 2 types of people. Right. A man and a woman. Not a transformer, not an LGBT member, not backflips and curves and rainbows and twists and turns. He made two genres. Two genres, two genitals, an innie and an outie. Genders. Sank the water. I just know he made man and woman. Listen, blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indian people, the Lord made Eve to help Adam. Some sisters is outstanding and they're good with the saving of money. They're outstanding. They keep the house clean. Some sisters got the better job, and the husband, he takes better care of the house. He cooks. The man cooks. He's an outstanding cook. If you're making 90,000 and you got a bet, he's better at taking care of the house. Go make the money, sis. Go do it.
Right.
Go do it. And put your husband on a goddamn pedestal as he should be. Don't degrade him because he's a house husband. Because he takes care of the kids. Because guess what? Your hot meal that you come home to is because he's a house husband. Because he loves you. Because he's righteous. Salakia. Give me that. Give me USUPK. You got it?
I got enough.
Give
more.
me USUPK. A woman should not usurp authority. Ephesians 5:22.
Come.
Yeah, give me Ephesians 5:22. Hold that thought. It's disgusting in today's time what's going on with our sisters. Our sisters is out here being whores and charging for the box because you got to make a certain type of money. You have to make a certain type of dollar in order to be with certain sisters, or they look at you like you are nothing. The expectations of a woman, you know what's scary? A woman that got expectations of a man to have this much, I'm talking about this much money and this much stature. You can't even keep your goddamn house clean. You don't know how to boil an egg.
Right.
That's scary. You don't know how to sew. You don't know how to do laundry properly. You don't know how to mop floor. You don't know how to clean up properly.
Right.
You don't know how to clean the damn house properly. You can't barely take care of your kids. You make less than 20,000, 30,000, 40,000, and you want a man to have 150,000 to take care and pay your bills. What deems a man to do such things? Your looks? Your box? You know, I can get that anywhere, sis. Women outnumber men by far in the earth. Blacks, Hispanics, Native Indians, listen, the women outnumber us by far. And I'm supposed to take you being a dragon, you being angry, yelling, and always on with an attitude like you forever on your flower? La'ah. Read the scripture, Yash Baba Shaw.
It's the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 25, verse 19.
Mm-hmm.
All wickedness.
Or who?
All wickedness.
Read.
Is but little.
All wickedness is but little. Okay?
To the wickedness of a woman.
Do you understand what that means? Oh, the Bible does not speak. The Bible speaks straight, cut through to the point. We just don't know how to catch the understanding of the Bible. This is very simple. This verse is very simple. All wickedness, all the wickedness of the world, right, is but little to the wickedness of a woman.
Right, sir.
Look at the movies they put out. You know something disgusting I just seen? Sidebar. Everybody knows I like video games. I'm a gamer. Yash, he downloads this video game. On the video game, there's Transformers in the video game.
Dang.
In the video game, they put it in the video games. And guess what? You know what's happening? Sisters love these brothers to be LGBT members. They love these, and they don't realize these brothers hate them with a passion because they want what you want, sis.
Right.
They hate you. They want to be you. And it's disgusting. And you edge them on. You push them on to be disgusting. While this disgusting LGBT member is telling you to be angry and go out there and cheat on your man, your husband. You know why? Because he wants him. That's why.
Right.
Because he wants him. He's having fantasies of your husband. Sex is marriage first.
That's right.
Let's get that out the way.
That's right.
But that's what's happening. That's why you have so much confusion in the black home, and the Hispanic home, and the Native Indian home. We want to live a TV life. Sisters see this glitz and glamour, and they want all the glitz and the glamour. Finish reading the Salakia.
Come. Let the portion of a sinner fall upon her.
Let the what?
Portion of a sinner fall upon her.
Man, let the portion of a sinner fall upon this sister. Well, wicked ways.
21. Stumble not at the beauty of a woman.
Do what?
Stumble not at the beauty of a woman.
You know what? Them sisters that's so beautiful. I want to say it a different way. You know how much rod she got on her jacket?
Right.
You know how much rod these beautiful sisters, because you ain't the first one to see that beauty. You ain't the first one that was appealed to that beauty. And you ain't the first one she gave it to on the first date neither.
That's right.
Right.
That's right.
How many more she gave it to first on the first date? You know she was a kid. She was a teenager once too, right?
Right.
She grew up in the projects too, right?
Right.
You know she was a block whore first, right?
Right.
Don't get smitten by the woman's beauty, caught up in the attraction of lust, because that's what's happening in the streets. Women is walking around like prostitutes.
That's right.
Summer Jam and this, that, and the third, Mardi Gras and Hot Fest this and Hot Girl Summer that and Cancun this and that. Is nobody paying attention that the Lord is pounding the ground right now?
Right.
It was just a fire in Canada, and we smelled it in New Jersey like it was around the corner from us.
Right.
There's a fire in Canada. Are you comprehending? It was a fire way in Canada, and we smelled it in Jersey. They smelled it all the way in Virginia like it was around the corner from them.
Right.
Is that not? Y'all don't find that to be insane? Do you not realize the Euphrates River is dried up?
Right.
The scriptures spoke about. They say the Bible fake, right? Hey, yo, I love this. I love the fact that people say that the Bible is fake, right? Because when they say the Bible is fake, and you go read Revelations, it's either 16 or 10 or 10 and 16. About the Euphrates River. It's in the book of Revelations, chapter 16, verse 10. I believe it is. Chapter 16, verse 10, if I'm not mistaken.
16 verse 12.
Verse 12? That sound about right. Let me hear what that says.
Come from the book of Revelations, chapter 16, verse 12.
Read.
And the sixth angel poured out his vial upon the great river.
Right.
The Euphrates.
The who?
The Euphrates.
The who?
The Euphrates.
Read.
And the water thereof was dried up.
And the what?
And the water thereof was dried up.
They said, hold on now. This is how you destroy the Christian church. This is how you destroy the Muslim mosque. This is how you destroy these fake Jews who are not, who don't believe in the New Testament. Because in the book of Revelations, chapter 16, verse 12, it tells you about the Euphrates River, the same river that's in the book of Genesis, talking about the four rivers that connected to make the Garden of Eden.
Right.
This is in the book of Revelations. This book written thousands of years ago. Well, why is the Euphrates River drying up now? Things that connect. All these wildfires, all these earthquakes in diverse places, and they say the Bible is fake. And the Bible, so you know what the problem is? People believe what they want to believe in the Bible. They want to believe parts of the Bible. They don't want to hear the whoredom part. They don't want to be called whores. My sisters don't want to be called whores. I'm talking about my own personal sisters who sleep with men after men after men, sometimes skipping into women's beds and then back into men's beds. Whores. They don't want to hear they're being whores. My aunts, my cousins, they don't want to hear that they're being whores. You slept with more than one man, you're a whore. Oh, don't talk to me like that. Don't what? Don't talk to you like that. The Bible said God called you a whore. Not cookie, not Kashak. Salakia. Relapse. Please, sir.
Slacky, sir. I just want to let the brothers and sisters know in Israel the four rivers.
Please.
Come. All right. The
Move that
first
chair out the way.
is the, how you say that? The Pishon. Pishon.
Let me see. I gotta see. Pishon, the Gahan, the Tigris, and the Euphrates.
There you go. Go on, sir.
Yonder ball. Read, Ayash. Read Revelations. Finish Revelations.
Book of Revelation, chapter 16, verse 12.
Go ahead.
And the sixth angel poured out.
You read that. Drop down.
That the way of the kings of the east might be prepared.
That the what?
That the way of the kings of the east might be prepared.
Did you Jacob? Huh? You two all. Grab a seat. You is another chair out there, right? Okay. Salakia. Right. I got another chair here. There's a chair right there. Salakia. It is not a good look for our sisters to be whores. Finish reading the other script, Ayash.
Come. Verse 21. Stumble not at the beauty of a woman.
Man, let's stop being fools because of a woman's beauty. Let's not be fools because she looks good, because she smells good. Don't be a fool because she looks attractive. A woman's beauty can be the demise of great men. Great men have fell. Men have killed. Kings have. Do y'all not understand the scriptures? The scriptures is real.
That's right.
Y'all not understand that these scripts tells us the do's and the don'ts, so we don't compromise our integrity, our life, our generations, our children.
Right.
Sisters, your daughters is twerking in videos. They're 5. I will break my daughter's face. I will break my daughter's face if I catch my daughter's twerking. 5 and 6, 7 years old, 9 years old twerking. Mothers and daughters doing TikTok videos. Mothers showing daughters how to be whores.
Right.
There's no modesty. There's no innocence in a woman anymore, because by the time she's 11 and 13, she done got 5 bodies under her belt. It's sad. And women don't understand, the more you do this, the more demons you can pile upon yourself. The angrier you become, because the more you look wicked at the world, because you're now embedded in wickedness and you don't see it. You don't hear it. Yash.
Real quick. I seen a viral clip yesterday, and it's so heavy that you're covering this topic and bringing it out. This sister was in an interview and said outright, I'm a whore. She said, I'm a whore. And my man asked her, well, what are you going to do when your daughter gets older and wants to do what mommy does? And she said, no, I'm not. She's going to get raised better than what I did. I was raised in a different time.
And that's what her mother told her. I mean, that's what her mother said. And that's what her mother said. And guess what? All the mothers passed down did the same thing. Poured themselves out for a price. And it's sad. It's disgusting. Here's one better. Here's one better. if it was like I'm gonna use a game reference. If it was a tag to tell a person's, like, you could press a button and you can see their history, or you can read on them. A lot of times men wouldn't mess with you women. Right. Because the demons that you bring with you. Do you understand? When you take on someone, you have to take on everything that comes with them. Officer Khan, tell me to go open the door. He don't have to shut the door. You can leave the door open so you can hear class. It's 12. You want a chair to sit down? All right. Most High in Christ. A yonder ball. It is a demon that's on these sisters. It is a demon when you come home from a hard day's work and she want to scream and yell because she has an attitude. It's a demon when a sister want to put a brother on child support because you didn't do what she wanted you to do when she wanted you to do it. It's a demon when the sister got a brother on child support because they're not together anymore. Because he's laying with she says he's playing house with some other woman. That's not the word she used, though. We know. Let's not be. Come on. Give me some more of the script. I need more of the script.
Is Book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 25, verse 21.
Go ahead.
Stumble not at the beauty of a woman.
Drop down. Come on, give me more.
And desire her not for pleasure.
And do what?
Desire her not for pleasure.
Say it again.
Desire her not for pleasure.
Guess what? You got men out here that pay women actual money to sleep with them. You're worth nothing, sis. Do you know the value of the American dollar is nothing? Right. It's not backed by any type of minerals, no gold, no oil. It's not backed by, it's by a promissory note. That's what your worth is, a promissory note. Your worth is not what the Bible. Give me somebody, pull that. Give me a woman's value is worth rubies. Pull that. Somebody pull that for me quickly. Barbara Shaw. Do you not know, sis, that it was a time when we didn't want your feet to touch the floor. That's how precious you were. We wanted you to walk on flowers. Today's time, sisters think they supposed to be walking on flowers and bathed in milk. And she don't do nothing. She don't cook. She don't clean. She don't take care of kids. She don't have no food for you. She don't sew no clothes. She wants to spend money. She's not saving. She's not putting nothing to the table and expect you to take care of her. Or she's gonna go on to the next highest bidder.
Right.
That's society today. That's what society is today. The highest bidder get the woman. It's disgusting. Give me that scripture, please, Barbara Shaw.
It's the book of Proverbs 31, verse 10.
Read.
Who can find a virtuous woman?
Who can find what?
Who can find a virtuous woman?
Read.
For her price is far above rubies.
Her what?
Her price is far above rubies.
Sisters, do you not understand that your price for you is far above rubies? There was a man in the Bible that did 14 years of hard work for one woman.
Right.
He got given one sister because after the 7 years, and because he wanted this sister so bad, he worked another 7 years just so he can get this sister. Today, you sisters give it up for $40 in a bodega sandwich.
Right.
For some strong drink and some weed. A $40 eighth. It's $20 now.
Right.
So you want $20 in your pocket, a $20 eighth, and you want some strong drink and a bodega sandwich. That's what your worth is. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. And then you put yourself on a pedestal and you think you got 11 bodies under your belt. You're 15. By the time you 18, 20, 25, sheesh. You got at least 60, 70 bodies under your belt. And then you look at a man and say, you better be making at least a high 5 figures in order for me to deal with you. You want this, sir? Bible. Color code, sir.
Shocking round of applause. A cup of water. Give me some cold water. We got water. It's cold. Like that.
Salaka. Yes, please, Barbecue Shaw. Barbecue Shaw, sir.
Nice. All right. What you covering? Women up?
Con, sir.
How you brothers' ribs doing?
Salaki, sir.
How your brothers' ribs doing? Heard y'all out here ribbing everything.
That's a Yashala, sir.
I ain't got nothing to do with that. Y'all got ribs.
Going crazy like
You look like Paul.
me Jeremiah 3:1. I should be out here ripping everything. Y'all should be out here. You know what y'all should be doing? Y'all should be out here making women feel bad because they can't earn you.
Right.
You should be out here talking to women like, yeah, you can shock a wall. Turn all your phones on mute and vibrate. Mute and vibrate. You should be out here telling them, I'm a Yashala. I run Jersey City. Yeah, that's me. Yeah, that's me, man. That's me. Yeah. Anyway, let's talk about you. What type of daddy issues you got?
Right.
What your pockets like?
Yeah.
How often do you shut up? These are the questions you should be asking these women. And you should be making them, and when you ask these women is give me amongst 1,000 men I have found one, Ecclesiastes.
What was the first one? 3-1?
3-1.
I got
Jeremiah.
Okay.
You should be making these women feel like they're fighting a losing race. You should absolutely, let me teach you something. You should absolutely bring sisters into school. These sisters inside the school are absolutely wonderful. Water. Absolutely wonderful.
Shot.
1 second.
The water.
These sisters in the school are absolutely pleasant. How do you think they got here? They saw you on the corner. They saw you teaching class. They saw you at a food drive. They saw you at an event. They saw you at a lecture. And they said, I'm interested in that. You understand? I'm interested in that. They heard you speaking the things coming out your mouth and the way you walk and the way you talk and the way you roll because you were part of this school. And she said, I'm interested. And she came and she covered her head up and she put on a dress. She stopped wearing pants inside the classroom. And she came in and began to obey. And she gained a father in Commanding General YAHANNA. And she looked at his sons and said, I want to be worthy of one of your sons. She came in and changed her life. That's the sisters in this school. That's their story. You understand?
Right.
Right.
So why don't you recreate that story as many times as possible? Recreate this story as many times as possible. You understand? You should be going to find these women out here. Find them and bring them in here. Because on the feast days, I shouldn't be having no trouble organizing who the hell bringing the macaroni and cheese.
Right.
To this point, I have way too many brothers cooking food. And y'all are having sex with way too many women for me to be having trouble finding women to cook food. It's too troublesome. There's no desserts at the damn feast days. I have trouble finding somebody to cook this pasta. I have trouble finding somebody to cook this dish. You need to go ahead and do your due diligence and go rib these women. Go put them through the fire and rib them. Somebody got Ecclesiastes?
Con,
I don't care who got it.
the book of Ecclesiastes. Can you say Ecclesiastes?
One or two days.
It's 7:28. It's the book of Ecclesiastes. It's the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 7, verse 28.
Okay.
Which yet my soul seeketh, but I find not.
My soul seeketh. This is the Lord talking about he's looking for something good.
but I find not.
I find now. I'm looking for something, but I ain't finding it good.
One man among 1,000 have I found.
I was trying to find, a lot. Trying to find men of Israel to serve me. And amongst all the men of Israel, I found one.
Right.
You understand? I found one out of 1,000 of the men. Let's end that verse.
No.
Good.
But a woman among all these have I not found.
But a woman amongst all those men, I haven't found. So if I looked at 1,000 men and I saw one man worthy of serving the Lord. I looked amongst anywhere from 1,001 to 10,000, 20, 30, 40,000 women. And I wasn't able to find one. You understand? Wasn't able to find one out here. You are going to pick up your phone. And you're going to be in these clubs because, the summer's here. And we are going to shut down these clubs. The New Jersey State Fair is coming. We're going to shut down the State Fair. We're going to shut down everywhere there are blacks and Hispanics gathered, even outside of camp. And you're going to be passing your phone around like a hot potato. Your phone will be a whore. Your phone is going to go into the hands of every woman who is looking at you with starry eyes, and you're going to be talking to these women. And when you brothers do that, I pray, they're looking at you like a superstar. You understand? They're looking at you like a superstar. So I pray that you don't have rock star syndrome and start sleeping with all your fans. You understand?
Right.
They're intrigued. They're very interested. Oh my gosh, this man looks like Superman. Something about him says Superman. And they're going to be talking to you and talking to you and talking to you. And you're going to be, put your number in there. Yeah, give me your phone. Put your number in the phone. And when you do that, brother, understand that she's a fan right now.
Right.
She's interested in the prospect of having sex with the priest. That does not mean that she's loyal to you. It doesn't mean she's going to pay her tithes. It doesn't mean she's going to buy your boots. Don't mean she's going to shine your boots. It don't mean that she's a good mother. It doesn't mean any of these things. It means none of it. You understand? None of it at all. So you should very much focus on trying to weed them out. Weed them out. You understand, Akim? I'm sure y'all paying attention.
Colonel Khan, sir.
Y'all know how to pour liquor, so that don't need attention. Read it again, Bashaka.
Colonel Khan.
Because I'm reading this and y'all saying I understand, but the calls I get from you brothers and these women are. Go ahead.
This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 7, verse 28. Which yet my soul seeketh.
Which yet my soul seeketh. Yeah.
But I find not.
Mm-hmm.
One man among 1,000
Mm-hmm.
have I found.
I found one man amongst 1,000. Go ahead.
But a woman among all those have I not found.
And I went through at least 1,001 women, at least 1,001, could be more, before he was able to find one. Amongst 1,000 women, I found none. So anywhere from 1,001 and up, it took him to find a woman worthy of serving the Lord. But the work got to go on. So we got to hit camp and we got to hit the clubs and we got to shut the clubs down. We have to. It's them that you have to. It's almost like you have to show blacks and Hispanics how not to get drunk and fight each other.
Right.
It's like you have to show up to the cookouts and be an example. You understand? It's almost like the cookouts, and when I say it's almost like, it's exactly like.
Right.
It's almost like the cookouts is a yearly example to blacks and Hispanics on how to drink together and behave.
Right.
You understand?
Behave.
It's almost like bumping into somebody and a little liquor spilling on your jeans isn't a problem.
Right.
It's almost like it's not an issue. It's almost like there's no need for you to disagree at the cookout, at the club. You understand?
Right. Right.
The music can play and you can both dance.
Right.
There's enough women for you both to talk to.
Right.
There's enough fun for the both of you. There's enough liquor for everyone. So why argue? Why debate? Why? These things can only be accomplished when you serve the same God.
Right.
Right.
These things can only be accomplished when you serve the same God. So when you are serving that God, I see you, Bishop.
Come.
So when you are serving that God, take him public. Take him public. Take him to the bar game. Take him to the club. Take him to the movie theater. You got your rib with you to the movie theater. Shield it up. You want to throw your jean jacket on with the fringes? Have at it.
Right.
By all means, take them everywhere with you are. Because if you are going to subdue these evil broads, if you are going to put them down, they have to be put down, brother. If you're going to put them down, you can't do it without the Lord, because the most powerful thing on this earth, if not for the Lord, would be what's between that woman's legs.
Right.
You will always disobey something for that vagina. I mean, you disobeyed the brotherhood. You sell crack to one another because you want to be the flyest guy outside. You want to be the most feared man on the block. You want to have the block on smash, because you got the block on smash. All the women want you.
Right.
Right.
They all want you on. So now is the time you have to show Israel that this life that we've been given, that we've been told is black culture, is not black culture.
Right.
You understand?
God.
That is not black culture. That is, of course, American culture. This is not Israelite culture. That's black American culture.
Right.
Black American culture is fighting the club. If you step on my shoes, that's your life. If you talk to a woman I'm talking to, and you didn't know no better, that's your life. You understand?
Right.
Spill a little liquor on my Gucci. That's your life. You understand?
God.
I want to get fly. I have to sell your father crack. Your auntie, your uncle, I have to sell them crack. You understand?
Right.
And when I become 50 years old, 60 years old, I'll have a hunchback and they'll call me OG. And I'll be using. You understand?
Come.
And I'll be using. And these young guys, they'll go, what's up, punk? It's good, old head. And you sell old head perks. What's that pill everybody loves?
Ecstasy.
No, it's perks. They just got fentanyl in them.
Oh,
You love the perks and the fentanyl mixture. You understand? Roxy's. You love that stuff. You love that stuff. And them young guys gonna be out there selling it to you one day.
Right.
Right.
Just you one day. All of that is for the love of women.
Right.
There's two things that break our brotherhood up. It's the love of money and the love of women.
right.
You understand?
Come on.
That's why the Bible says what? What does the Bible say about women? Ayash.
Stumble not at the beauty of a woman.
It does say that. But what does it say about women in reference? That's a good one. What does it say in reference to the brothers? What can she do to you? Staring at. She can do that. She can do that. But she can take your strength. Give not thy strength unto women. Give them topple kings. A woman will make a king fall down. Women toppled Solomon. The kingdom got split because he looked at a Japanese woman and said,
Right.
walked over there, started having sex with her, and before you know it, Buddha was in the temple.
Right.
Before you know it, Buddha was in the temple. Brother, women can destroy kings, and they have always destroyed kings.
Right.
Women will make you hate another man. Brother, David killed Uriah. David killed Uriah because he saw his woman and said, licked his lips and bit his lips and said, you know what? That's my man and all that, but why you gotta die? Why you gotta die? Oh, y'all, my hood is on fire right now. Right or wrong? Say it again. My hood is on fire. My neighborhood is on fire. Behind what? Do you know? I know the exact incident. A woman. Behind a woman, and these soft men on the internet making songs saying, close homies, turn the enemies. And I'm looking at her disgusting. Right. Disgusting. Over vagina. And
when brothers go to war over these women, they going right. You're gonna be in jail doing 20 to life, and they gonna be with the next dude.
Right.
I mean, brother, the next dude gonna be with your homie.
Right.
Give me the story on Tavarius. What is his name? Tavarius Johnson, the ex-NFL player who. Yeah, come on. Just give it to me. Give me the story. Ayash. Give me the story. Shaka will make it quick.
So sir, if I may, this is why because everything that I brought out, you done spoke on right now since you've been in the class. You done brought up every facet of what I touched and spoke on. You already touched it. Not only that, the main thing is my first Passover that I ever went to. The first thing I noticed that was the brotherhood, and it was a brother had 3 wives at one table.
Real quick. All of y'all find. I don't know if Ayash having trouble. You find it. The ex-NFL player who just beat trial for murder.
Oh wow. I see.
Yeah. Give me that. So we can teach these women. So we teach these men to stop being so damn soft.
Right.
And we could teach these women to stop sending people who you claim you love on stunt dummy missions. Somebody dead now. Somebody is unalive because of a choice she made to send a text out saying, shoot his ass up.
Right.
Shoot his house up. Bang his house up. And the prosecutor just walked straight up to her. She understands, read the text message and said, what did you mean when you said that? And she said, well, I ain't literally mean that. And she said, well, what else could this be interpreted as? Well, I meant the house, not him or nobody in it.
Football player,
ex-NFL player, beats murder charge, beats trial. Beat trial, was on trial for murder. I'll give y'all the story. I'll give y'all a couple seconds to find it. I was about to paraphrase it. Yeah, there you go, Rudolph.
Yeah.
Who's Tavarius Johnson?
I don't know.
Florida.
Some other brother named Tavarius catching hell right now.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
All right, it's loading up.
Oh, you got it already, Ayash.
Yeah.
Y'all gonna see when we read about this woman. You gonna
That's
see.
Rudolph. That's the Rudolph one you talking about right there.
Yeah, but that's YouTube. Of course, we don't want YouTube. We want the written story. Good.
Right here. You want that one too?
Well, he got a story up right now.
Ex-NFL player Travis Rudolph murder trial. Verdict reached in under 4 hours.
Hey, look, man. Get a jury a round of applause for allowing a brother to commit self-defense.
Right.
How many times have brothers went to jail over self-defense?
Sure.
How many times, brother, I remember being trained in armed security. I paid for these classes to be trained in armed security. So when I use my weapon, I use it with a purpose.
Right.
And I'm sitting in this class, and I remember the teacher telling me, self-defense is like a gray area in New Jersey.
Wow.
And I remember sitting there, like, confused. Not really confused, but confused on how you could tell a man that he might have to allow himself to die. He might have to allow himself to die because if you defend yourself, it's like you weighing life in prison versus your own life.
Right.
13 years versus, your life. 25 years to, do you want to keep your life?
Right.
You understand?
Come.
I remember the instructor telling me, old white man, partner, telling me, self-defense in New Jersey is a gray area.
Mm-hmm.
How could you tell a grown man it's a gray area for him to defend himself?
Mm-hmm.
How could you tell a grown man with a family that it's a gray area, that if somebody breaking your house, defend yourself? I don't know about New Jersey. I know in Virginia, they tried to teach me. I was learning about guns in Virginia in the class again. I love guns.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
In the class again. I was in a class in Virginia. He said, yeah, if somebody chasing you through the house and you put a gun on them and they turn around and leave, you can't shoot them. I'm sitting here like,
right.
So I just got to pay to have my door fixed, kicked in my door. I got to pay to have my door fixed. You knocked down my face. You might have spilled my urn, the ashes of grandma all over the floor. Lord knows what happened while you trying to get me through this goddamn house. I pull a gun on you, and if you turn around and try to run, and I shoot, I'm at fault. If you chasing me and I run in my house, if I don't try to close that screen door behind me and I harm you, it's my fault.
Right.
Because you didn't close every door or do everything possible to separate between you and that person who wants your life. He don't want a dollar. He ain't panhandling. He wants your life. And if in the process of you running in your house, if you don't close your screen door, you're at fault. And so many brothers have said, yeah, okay. And the jury has said, yeah, okay, he got to go to jail.
Why?
What's his name? Rudolph?
Why?
So the jury didn't send Rudolph. The jury saw all of this and said, no. And it was kind of a premature round of applause because these are all black people in the case. Right. Of course, you know, if this was white man that Rudolph had killed, so there's a good opportunity, there's a good chance that he does not, you know, he don't walk out that courtroom and be on Instagram Live celebrating like he was. And I'm not gonna tell y'all what song he was celebrating with, because I fully agreed. I ain't gonna tell you, brother. Read this story. Read this story. We might have to pull an Instagram Live up because I fully agreed. I have it in my phone.
It looks less than 4 hours for the jury in the murder trial of former NFL player Travis Rudolph to deliver a not guilty verdict. After hearing 2 weeks of testimony, the jurors acted swiftly with declining Rudolph's fate. Wiping away tears and hugging his attorneys, Rudolph.
Something too. Making America feel bad for what it did to you is a good recipe to get what you deserve.
Right.
You should make them feel bad. You should feel terrible, and you should be letting brothers off easy on crimes. Because Lord knows, I mean, it's almost like you're just balancing the scales out. It's almost like you're just balancing the scales. You should continue to make America feel terrible what they've done to you. Which is why camp will never stop until the kingdom of heaven.
Right.
You will always feel bad. You'll always hear some Negro on a corner with braids and a beard and some weird robe-looking thing down at his feet and something holding it together in the middle. And you see him on a corner, it's like 7 of them with a speaker and a microphone, and you never really understand what they're saying because every time you see him, you get mad and just say, "Tired of hearing this, man. Tired of hearing this, man. Tired of hearing this." We will continue to be on the corners to make America feel bad for what it has done to black people.
That's right.
You will continue to feel bad, and brothers like Rudolph will continue to get off because I actually became the corners. He'd be in jail if we didn't go to camp.
Right.
If we didn't go to camp, he'd be in jail. You understand that? So, brother, if you see this, you owe us. You owe the Lord. Salakia. You owe the Lord.
Right.
You owe the Lord loyalty.
Right.
You owe the Lord tithes. Laws, statutes, and commandments. You was in that NFL not paying a dime.
Right.
Not paying a dime to Commander General YAHANNA. You paid nothing. Brother, if you are truly thankful for not being in that jail cell, he'll send your tithes. You'll send your tithes, and better yet, you'll be in all black in whatever city you reside in. You understand?
Right.
You'll be in all black so you could stop picking women so poorly.
Right.
So poorly, that when y'all have an argument and the relationship is going south, she wants you dead now. Read on, Nayash.
Khan. Wiping away tears and hugging his attorneys, Rudolph spoke about his freedom and his future outside the courthouse after the verdict. Then the ex-NFLer took to Instagram with his longtime pal and NFL star Dalvin Cook as they celebrated the not guilty verdict.
Oh, that was Dalvin. I didn't even know that was you on that. I didn't even know that was you, Dalvin. I didn't know that was you, Dalvin. Well, in Instagram Live, him and Dalvin decided to play, before I get to what song they played, because I so heavily agree with it. And I agree with it for the purpose of you women need to learn to stop trying to ruin brothers' lives.
Right.
Stop trying to get brothers dead. Stop trying to have brothers in jail. Stop trying to put him on child support. Stop harassing him because he's not doing what you want him to do when you want him to do it. Leave him the hell alone.
Right.
Leave him alone. Because you are going to keep pushing those buttons. And you're going to keep getting further and further into your demon. And Asmodeus, the name of your demon, is going to continue. And you're going to bring a party over. You're going to say, come. And you're going to keep bothering him. And Asmodeus is going to call more demons. You're going to say, come more, come. And there'll be 25 demons in your little brain telling you how to act. You're going to do something as stupid as this broad did. And what this broad did, incited a brother who was so soft, so weak. I remember I used to be this weak. I remember my god sister called me and said, DJ such and such, I'm not going to say his name because he's still active. DJ such and such did the R word to me. Me and my cousin suited up, booted up, masked up, 38s. Come to find out, she willingly had sex with him and was upset because he didn't want a relationship afterwards. So we unsuited up, unbooted up. I said, you know what? I'm about to ruin my life over something I knew nothing about.
Right.
Because a woman told me she got R-worded. I did no fact checking. I had no care for this brother's life. I had no care that my god sister might just be a liar.
Right.
She might be a whore.
Right.
She just might be a whore. He spins records and you dropped your panties. And now I have to go do unspeakable crimes then because you're a whore. And now my life is I'm going to be in jail somewhere. I'm in jail somewhere because you're a whore. Brother, after that incident, I find it very hard to believe women. I'm very anti-Me Too. Proof. Please. Proof. You understand?
Uh-huh.
Back to this sister. Give me that story. He was with Dalvin Cook on Instagram.
The former New York Giant wide receiver.
I don't need no more big names.
It was just giving me an overview of the case.
Okay, all right.
And then trial highlights next.
Give me trial highlights.
Come. The nearly 2 weeks of testimony can be described as fiery and emotional as firsthand accounts of the deadly night. Rudolph's ex-girlfriend, Dominique Jones, revealed shocking details about her relationship with the former NFL player, including that she is married. She also was questioned about what she found on the former NFL player's phone.
Married. Having sex with him. You're married. Are you mad because,
Slightly. Not to him. She married to another.
She's married and having sex with him.
Oh.
And
So
continue.
Come.
Okay, now that makes sense.
It always makes sense. This is disgusting.
Including that she is married. She also was questioned about what she found on a former NFL player's phone that led to them getting into a fight the night he shot at a group of men.
What did you find on my phone? What did you find on his phone that made you sick those men on him? I know the news, so it might be getting ready to break that part down. I'm jumping a little bit ahead. What did you find in his phone that made you start an argument? Let's find out. And let this be a lesson too, Akin, right? Let this be a lesson. She's going to go through your phone. She's going to grab your phone while you sleep. I got iPhone 14. It won't happen to me. She's going to grab your phone while you sleep and peel your eyelids open. And she's going to do just like that. And she's going to open your phone. She's going to open your phone. She's going to open your phone and she's going to tap messages. It's so real. A company called Huawei made a dual phone. It's a 2-in-1 phone. It's two phones in one.
Right.
You do a special little something, and a whole new phone appears in your phone.
Right.
New messages, new pictures, new contacts, new everything.
Right.
As if the other phone didn't exist.
Right.
Why? Because men are afraid of their woman finding their phone.
Right.
She's going to go through your phone. It's a real phone. Like I used to watch tech reviews. It's like the Huawei P20 or something like that. I used to watch tech reviews like 2019, 2018, something like that. And they was going through these reviews, 18, something like that. And they was going through these reviews and this is a dual phone to stop women from going through brothers' phones. Real.
Come.
You got another water?
Come. Go y'all in their face. Grab one out.
You got one.
Yeah. It's a cold one in the fridge. You want it colder, sir? It's cold. Come.
Story, Ayash.
There's one right there in the refrigerator if you want to go y'all.
I was more hurt than angry, Jones said about learning Rudolph had been cheating on her.
Good night.
What's your fees? Discipline like discipline out there. How come? I mean, that's and all that. She's married. This woman is married, of course, and she's upset because this brother had another woman.
Okay.
How dare you cheat on her? How dare you? Oh, you despicable dog. Men can't be trusted.
Wow.
Well,
It's like it, sir. Every Negro woman in the hood know they man got another woman.
if he don't have another woman, he got another man. So I would be more
Come
concerned.
on, sir.
If he's not sleeping with another woman, I'd be more concerned. I'd be more concerned.
Come on,
If he's cheating on you, you should be like, at least he's straight.
right.
Because
Come.
you may not like the woman, you may think he got poor taste. You, whatever the hell you, whatever,
Right.
whatever. You can say he's straight though. Say he's straight because for sure, if he's talking all this monogamous, purple monogamous, he for sure has a side man.
Oh,
He has a best friend.
oh, Lord.
Sleepovers. He's 28.
What?
Good night.
What? Sleepovers. They're monogamous and purple.
Right.
Real.
Come.
She's married, concerned with who he's having sex with.
Right.
I was more hurt than angry, Jones said.
Oh. Brother, she was hurt. Brother, she was hurt. She was hurt. She was more hurt than angry, Aki. She was more hurt. She wasn't mad at him. She felt like she was betrayed.
Right.
I can only imagine what her husband did. Go ahead.
Oh, man.
Good night. I was more hurt than angry, Jones said about learning Rudolph had been cheating on her. The two started fighting, and later, prosecutors believe Jones' brother and 3 other men showed up to Rudolph's house to confront him.
Prosecutors don't just believe this text messages. Right. Prosecutors don't just believe. This is unsubstantiated. Shoot his ass up. Shoot his house up.
Really?
Shoot it up. Prosecutor asked him, what did you mean by this? Just hit the building. Really, just hit the building. Just hit the building. Continue. Just hit the building that has, that could have his mother inside, could have kids inside.
Right.
Auntie could have been came to visit. Just shoot the house. Yeah.
One of those men, Robinson, took the stand for more than 6 hours.
Oh, what do you do? Say it again.
One of those men, Robinson, took the stand for more than 6 hours.
Oh, he kept it solid. What do you do?
Took the stand for more than 6
He
hours.
took his time. What do you do?
Took the stand for more than 6 hours and testified.
Listen here, we got the text. I ain't do nothing. What happened was, whoa. I'll take the stand. I'll take the stand.
God damn.
I'll take. Come on, man. He did a movie up there. He did a movie up there. He did a whole. Slow down. He did a movie.
Right.
He did a movie up there, because these men, of course, these are criminals. These are brothers. These are criminals. These are criminals out here. And like you would expect him to do, he told. He told and he told and he told. And he sung like a canary. Go ahead.
One of those men, Robinson, took the stand for more than 6 hours and testified about riding shotgun when he and the other men.
I was right there, seen the whole thing. First, I won't even leave you with a guess about what happened at any point. I'm gonna run it down from A to B, A to Z. However you need it, I got you. Just don't put me in that goddamn general population. Don't do that to me. Because I could tote guns and aim at people and shoot. But please don't put me in jail. Please don't do that. Please don't do that. I'll sing. You don't like Ash.
And testified about riding shotgun when he and the other men went to Rudolph's house the night of the shooting. Police and medical officials testified about the investigation of the crime scene and the victim's hand positioning when he died. The defense team was relentless with questioning Detective Emily Vander Laan, keeping her on the stand for hours, defending her investigation.
Okay, then they want to skip over a little bit. Trial highlights. That hand position questioning was hand on weapon.
Right.
But you ain't draw fast enough.
Right.
Hold on, would you please? Go ahead.
What do you mean hand on weapon? I'll
The question was, he got hit. He was hit.
You talking about the
And
basketball?
rigor mortis kicked in.
The football player or the
No.
other?
No, the football player left this unharmed. Right. 3 men came to assault him.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay.
And he tried to do something. He got hit first, and rigor mortis kicked in, and his body locked. So it was a real question on, well, why was his hand like that in that area with that tool there?
It's like I said, he died with it on him. He died with it on him. It was laying on his chest. It was something. It was on him.
Yeah,
He died.
You know,
His hand on his gun.
come on.
The opposite. The
The
one
dude that came to do something.
okay. So that means he drew first.
They're
Okay,
gonna-
come on.
no. Yes.
I'm saying
The NFL player pulled out his weapon first.
right.
Yes.
Okay.
No, excuse me. I'm not saying first. Pull it out quicker.
All right.
Okay, come
Pull it
on.
out quicker. Which is why I made a point earlier to say, go train.
Right.
Train. Get your concealed carry so that you can go to the gun range and do this right here. They'll let you come out the holster. If you don't do that, you got to sit there and do this. Ding, 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 ding. Target practice. Get your concealed carry. They'll let you be in the range and come off the hip. You can come or just go to the outside range. But either way, come off the hip. You need to learn to come off the hip or wherever you keep your weapon at. Crotch, hip, back, small of your back. Wherever you keep it at, you need training. That's actually not the most advantageous position.
Mm-hmm.
This,
Right.
I mean, somebody start doing this, it's a little, you keep your hands rested down here. Keep your hands rested down here. Things happen. When things begin to happen, this is not as convenient as you might think. It's not as convenient versus this.
Right.
You understand? It's not as convenient. All right. Yash.
Linda Rudolph testified in court Monday that Travis' ex-girlfriend put a hit on him after the two had gotten into a scuffle. Mom.
Read it again.
Linda Rudolph testified in court Monday that Travis' ex-girlfriend put a hit on him after the two had gotten into a scuffle.
Travis's ex-girlfriend put a hit on him after they had a light. What is it?
A scuffle.
A scuffle? Let's say a light scuffle.
It said a scuffle in a scuffle.
Okay. A scuffle. Go ahead.
Mom, you gotta come get your son, Travis, because I'm going to have my brothers and his friends come and F him up and kill him. The emotional mother testified.
Come get him because I'm going to have them do this to him. Want to have them harm him. I mean, just an admission of being a piece of shit. Just an admission of being the worst kind of woman that you could put your rod into.
Right.
The worst kind of woman that you can put your rod into. You go inside a vagina, and when you come out, there's no loyalty there.
Right.
There's no loyalty at all. She wanted him dead because of the scuffle. What happened in the scuffle? Who knows? Who knows? I'm pretty sure she got on the stand and cried and told her story about the scuffle that hurt her so bad that she just only wanted the house hit. Let that be a lesson. These Dominican women, y'all like seeing play with knives. These black women that say, I'm calling Pookie right now. Ooh. Venezuelans waving around that big chef knife when they're talking to you. That's not attractive, brother. Right? She's attractive. She's probably attractive. She's not attractive.
I don't want to.
That's not attractive. That's dangerous.
Right.
That's dangerous. That's dangerous. She called her mother and said, I'm going to do this to your son, and proceeded to have that done. Try to have it done. What you see with a woman is what you're going to get. Please understand that.
Right.
And she over here stabbing her fingers, stabbing between her fingers. How could you sleep by that?
Right.
How could you go to sleep? And once good night, baby. I couldn't even sleep by it. I couldn't even sleep by it. I would not be able to trust a woman who plays with knives like that, going out.
It's like it. So it's heavy you bring it up because women that they don't know the main arteries and the body parts, and then they just come out swinging.
Yeah,
and they going to hit the main artery, and you're going to bleed out and die.
Now, come on.
Right.
That's
Right.
living alive, slut.
Come on, man.
Slut. I watched a viral clip recently. It's so heavy you bring this out. The sister was sitting here getting on other women out in the world that be going through it with these men, but they continue to deal with them and go back to them and sleep with them after the situations occur. Talking about, oh, stop going back, calling your brothers and your cousins and your uncles to do this when you're gonna still deal with the brother, and then now all of a sudden people losing family members and they going through it because of you, and then you still want to deal with them.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you the lesson that I'm trying to teach y'all with this, right? Don't get these types of women.
Right.
We're going to talk to so many women from today through September, October, whenever it starts to chill up again. You're going to look at so many women. You're going to talk to so many women.
Right.
And discontinue talking to so many women because they simply won't make the cut.
Right.
To why? However, for you women, if you value your brother's life, your uncle's life, your father's life, you should stop sending men on crash out missions. Because somebody, somewhere, the wrong somebody somewhere that you're dealing with is going to do exactly what you don't think they'll do to your loved one.
Right.
And then you're at a funeral. Now your mother got to sell plates to pay for it.
That's right.
That's right.
Now it's a GoFundMe. Oh, GoFundMe. He was such a good man that went to go murder his daughter's boyfriend. Such a good man.
Yep.
Such a good man. Be mindful. You women are responsible for all this beef in the streets. All this goddamn beef in the streets is because your legs would not stay closed.
Right. Take
some responsibility. Brothers got to take responsibility. We got to go to jail. After the beef start, and bodies drop. Either we drop or we in jail.
Right.
I mean, we got to be held accountable for what we do. And you out here throwing a box to everybody. You got two different sides, kids. And I mean, nobody can do nothing to you. You ain't in jail. You not armed. You not nothing. There's nothing happening to you. You can do whatever the hell you want. Do whatever the hell you want.
Right.
Right.
Not anymore.
That's right.
Not anymore. You will begin to get judged. The Lord will begin to judge your actions.
Right.
You judge your actions. You wonder why you're insane. You wonder why you start saying, I don't like men no more. I'm going after women now. Now you in dykes. Now you're a lesbian. Now you're going cuckoo in the head. Now you raising up gangbangers and whores and strippers and prostitutes. You wonder why.
Right.
You wonder why. The Lord will judge you.
Right.
He's going to judge you for what you've done. And unfortunately, this case did not end in her going to jail. It was just his trial, so he doesn't go to jail.
Right.
This was me. She'd be in the hot seat now. Sue her for defamation and all. I would want prison time. I would need prison time. Bare minimum, because what didn't happen, which is what should have happened, is she should have been charged with M. She should have been charged.
Right.
She was not charged. No, she's not charged. This is all his trial.
And a lot of women, they don't understand how that county jail, that prison system works. They think when we go to jail, it's a game because they hear the stories and
because they see you on Instagram with the homies throwing up signs and you
know about the cold benches and the sleeping next to dope fiends and throwing up and dope sick and poop everywhere. They think it's a game, so they gotta go and sleep on that cold bench next to them.
You know what? You know what?
Yeah.
Hold your peace on. You know what? She don't understand because the strong men make it home.
Right.
The strong men make it home and they brag. Inside that man's head, he knows and remembers every horror and hell that happened inside that jail cell.
Right.
Either he laughs about it or he don't talk about it.
Right.
Some brothers get out. Some brothers get out and try to say, their brother Wallow. All he do is talk about jail and talk about how you don't never want to go and how it was so terrible.
Right.
He's one of the few brothers who will get out of jail and say, man, it was terrible. I hated it there. I never want to go back.
That's right.
Because other brothers that say that, they say it, but it's with a hint of,
Right.
and he's telling you like, damn all that. Don't go there.
Right.
Don't,
Right.
whatever you doing, stop. We'll get some legal money. Stop. The beef ain't that serious. The fast money ain't that serious. Stop.
That's right.
Just stop. He's one of the few brothers doing that. Brothers usually come out and talk smack. He was fool, man. Yo, man, they tried me in there, man. I had to take me back there. And I had to. Okay. All right. And she comes and she looks at you and she goes,
You can do it again.
Good.
Let me call
right.
911. Get him. Kind of like
you must want to go back. You must like that.
Right.
What you say? What you say? Ah, why you hit me? I ain't hit you. They don't know that.
Right.
They don't know that.
Jesus.
Here's the one taking something and beating herself with it, causing bruises and marks.
Mm.
I want to go down. Lock him up. You walking away, hands in cuffs, looking dumb. Hands in cuffs. You looking at her like, you know. And then what she do later? Shot, what she do later?
It's like
What she do later? Shot?
she tell you come home.
No. Yeah, but what she got to do to that? She dropped the charges.
Tell you come home.
Oh, baby. I didn't know you was actually going to go to jail. When I called the cops and said you beat my face in, I didn't know you was going to go to jail. Women have to start going to jail for the things they do.
That's
Right.
Lying on a brother and ruining his, she ain't ruining his career, but there's instances, women lying on men, ruining their NFL career, getting them kicked out of college, ruining whatever, you know. Let me tell y'all something too. You brothers, stop having side pieces. Cut this out. We're going to get into this. Stop having side pieces.
Right.
If you got more than one rib, well, you don't.
Right.
Stop having side pieces because then you got these women feeling left out. Show the girl some damn love. Show her some damn love. Bring her into the goddamn fold. She's not a side piece, brother. That's your other red.
Right.
That's your other red, man.
Right.
Zion Williamson, you out here bouncing that goddamn basketball, sleeping with these strippers and these prostitutes and these OnlyFans models. Brother, you should have embraced her. You like that BBL and those triple Z cup breasts that's all fake. You liked it. You was having sex with her, brother. Don't try to forget about her now.
Right.
You know, you wasn't picky when you went and got with her. Don't be picky with who you bring out into the limelight. Show her off. Let the world know that you're married to her.
Right.
Show off. You understand? So hold on.
Come
Hold on. I want to get through this. Get through this story. Go back in that story
A little bit more.
Uh-huh.
Rudolph was the final person called to the stand. We on demon time. Rudolph testified this is what the four men said after they came to his mother's house and confronted him about an argument with his ex-girlfriend.
We on demon time. Now, just so y'all know, right? Because rap music has made We on Demon Time very popular. Beyonce hopped on her little R&B track and said Demon Time.
Mm-hmm.
So let me let y'all understand what Demon Time actually means. Demon Time is a gang saying, meaning we're coming to kill you.
Right.
That's Demon Time. Demon Time is not Beyonce time. It's Demon Time. You're not on Demon Time. She's on R&B time.
Right.
She's singing and you clapping along and shaking your tail, talking about Demon Time, Demon Time. When brothers outside say we on Demon Time, that means there's not no talking. I don't know what to say to you. I ain't come to squash nothing.
Right.
When I see you, I'm letting this whole thing go. We came on a demons type of time.
Right.
You can't talk to a demon.
Right.
You understand? You ever try to talk to your rib when she's peeing, messing, and mad? God, come on, man. You can't talk to a demon. You're looking at her like, why don't you listen? It's so simple. I'm talking in logic. And she like, I don't care. And she running her mouth. She doing that? You can't talk to her?
Right.
When that brother came to that door and said, what I asked?
We on demon time.
To his mother. To his mother.
Right.
He said that to his mother, to Rudolph's mother.
We on demon time. Rudolph testified this is what the four men said after they came to his mother's house and confronted him about the argument with his ex-girlfriend.
Oh, you're on what time? Brother, you have to understand that if you say that, that's the response you're going to get.
Right.
They should have understood that, but they thought 4 versus 1 was in their favor. Read on, Ayash.
Come. For more highlights from the trial, check out the live. Yeah, that was it.
Garbage. It's PG-13.
Yeah,
Let me finish. He tried the and the young ex-NFL player said,
Right.
and he got hit. That brother unfortunately passed away, and she is not charged with a crime.
Right.
Go do this to him.
Wow.
Okay. We on demon time. Wow. Put him on trial for the unaliving of that man. Put him on trial for that. Where's her charges in any of that? Where's her charges? They don't exist, do they?
Right.
They don't exist. Stop getting with these women.
Right.
Because he could have easily been, this story could have been opposite.
Right.
This story could have been, and really they got in trouble, but this story could have been 4 men charged with them of ex-NFL player.
Mm-hmm.
He won't.
Wow.
He just defended himself
Mm-hmm.
and so happened to be faster with his weapon. And now we're talking about how he's off. How he got off the case and beat the charge.
It's like it, sir. And women like that, black women like that, Hispanic women like that, is why men leave the house.
Oh, yeah.
And because if they don't leave the house, they will unalive that woman. Because they don't know, especially not being in the school with ISUPK and Command Junior Honda, they are going to unalive their wife
You know why? Because she loves women. Threaten you because they believe you can't do anything back to them.
Right.
So they make all types of threats. I'm going to do this to you, and I'm going to call such and such on you, and then I'm going to do this to you, and I'm going to do that, and you ain't S, and you ain't worth this, you ain't tough, whoopty whoopty blue, all of that.
Mm-hmm.
All of that because she's the softer gender.
Right.
She's supposed to be tender, and instead of being tender, she's challenging you.
Right.
I dare you do something, and she knows if she was a man, you would have hit her. You'd have floored her. A man say, "I'm coming back with my." No, you not. No.
Mm-hmm.
No. Sit right here.
God.
No, brother. It's not that serious. We're not doing that. Let's have a conversation. Woo, 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 woo. Or you just knock him out and leave. Whatever the hell, whatever.
Right.
A man can't tell you. No matter of fact, you calling an old boy. Bow. No, brothers in the world is going to blow, but I'm calling such and such. Nah. No, you're not. With your woman, you're going to start arguing with her. Because you can't touch it. Stop getting with her.
That's right.
You can't, that domestic battle, you won't win.
Right.
You won't. You won't win that. Why she gonna get all violent? Or you gonna get violent? It's time for you to walk out that house.
That's right.
She make threats. Record it. If you can record it. But get the hell out of there. And call the cops. Record it for the proof. And get a restraining order on the bro. Too many that damn hands. Ayasha.
Slack you if I may.
So some of these women brothers start coming out the woodwork.
Slack you.
Go ahead.
The whole, well, I only got a question. Why, when it says in the article, she orchestrated a hit, how was she not brought up on conspiracy if nothing else?
Oh, because
conspiracy to commit murder.
Let me tell you, because this is a trial.
Right.
This is all a trial to see, will he be convicted?
Right.
Anything that comes out in this trial, during this trial, will not be used against those people.
Right. Right.
Now, if he wants to take it there, he could take it there. If he chooses to go and take it against her and have criminal charges put on her,
Right.
I mean, this trial already laid out all the evidence, and it's almost guaranteed she's going to jail.
Right.
Okay. But this trial was strictly talking about him. Should he go to jail and be convicted for the M of such and such?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right. What if she sent O's after him and he put an O down in the presser? Would this trial turned out the way it did?
Likely not. Likely not. Shocker will.
Slack if I may, sir. You said call the police. I bear witness. that don't work.
Right.
Brother, I think you misunderstand calling the police. You can record her.
Right.
Call the police for your report. Call the police for your report.
Right.
The audio. You don't need the video. Audio.
Right.
Call the police so you can have a report number to pick up your report.
Right.
To file a restraining order.
Right.
That's facts.
I ain't talking about
That's facts.
calling like the police gonna come there and jump on your side. Call her and put a restraining order on her.
That's
Come.
You understand that?
Come. I
So
understand.
next time she come within 50 feet of you, the police will have to do something.
Okay.
Oh,
That's a violation.
What? Is this? Come.
that's what I'm saying. Yeah, I got somebody out restraining on violating the restraining order. I feel very threatened if you send a cop car.
She call you.
Slack it, sir. Slack it. From
Tell her call you and apologize from jail.
Slack it, sir. From experience, I just wanted to get my clothes and leave the house. I called the cops and said, "Look, I'm in the house. She's going crazy." I'm calm. I'm like, you know what? Before it get, I called 911. I was in cuffs.
What she say?
I was in cuffs.
What she say?
What you said? You said it. He hit me. What the fuck? Slap it. I'm like, wait a minute. Hold on. You see, I'm packing my clothes. All I want is my stuff. It's in her. Who house the name in? So I can't take my clothes with me. PlayStation gone. Bro, one shoe she gave me.
Well, of course. Let me help you. Of course, that's not how the law works at all.
Nah.
What they did to you is because you're a black man.
Right. Concept.
That's it. That is not the law. The law is not. Well, whose name is the house in? Was this in New Jersey?
Con.
Whose name is the house in? No, sir. I've been here over 30 days.
It's both of y'all.
All I said, just one of my clothes.
The only thing that would negate that is if it gets physical. He hit me. Now that's where it gets tricky at, which is why I said stop putting your thing in it.
For your
Salaki.
protection.
That's why I said stop
Your
having sex with him.
They put you in cuffs. Me. Because I'm your big black man.
Stop having stop having sex with him.
Right.
Con.
Stop having sex with him. Because all this that look cute. It look cute. Oh, she like playing with knives. Oh, look at her. So she's hovering over you in the bed. Hovering over you, saying, "Who is Rashonda?" You got crust in your eye? What is you doing? Don't let her know where you're gun at. There's a whole mission right now. Black men saying, "Black women, get your guns, get your weapons." Sure. No. It's a special type of woman to be able to hold that.
That's right.
Everybody don't need that. She get mad and you in the paper now.
Right.
Come on.
You understand?
Come.
Just remember your body parts.
Hey, real quick.
I seen a viral clip. This dude was kicking this girl out the house. He caught her cheating. He's recording from jump. She's laying in the bed on some lazy shit. Gonna call 911.
Gotta watch it.
Slovakia. She's in the bed calling 911, sounding all dramatic, fixing her voice, talking about, "Oh, he's following me around the house. He's got a gun." He's like, "No, I'm not. Don't you see I'm recording you? I just said to get out."
Yeah, I seen it.
She's sounding all dramatic, acting like she's crying, going down the stairs. So like, "He's following me." He's like, "No, I'm not. I'm standing upstairs. You're going downstairs. I just asked you to get out, get stuff, and you're being extra." Like stuff like that. These sisters don't understand till after the fact that it be situations like that that'll get a brother unalived. And then they want to sit there and talk about it at the funeral. "I didn't mean for this to happen," sobbing all over the casket. Like they really loved the brother. If they really loved the brother, they wouldn't have did that in the first place.
As soon as they pull up, look.
Yeah.
Sometimes that
Brother.
doesn't work, sir.
You are fighting a losing battle.
Right.
Con.
You're fighting a losing battle. This country was made or has become a safe haven for women.
That's
Right.
Feminism.
Right.
Oh, we have to have gender equality at the workspace. She don't want to lift up a brick. What are you talking about?
Right.
She don't want to lay cement. What the hell are you talking about? Gender equality. You know what gender equality is at the workplace? Gender equality is, why do you get to be a CEO? I want to be a CEO. There's not equal amount of women CEOs as there are men CEOs. That's not fair. Okay. So let's make everything 50-50. Go get in construction. Go get into welding. Go be a fisherman. Go. Go. You won't, will you? Because you don't want to do those manly jobs. You don't want to do that. You want to rule over a man.
Right.
So you want to be the CEO to be able to hold Jerry profile in your hand and go, "Oh, Jerry, your numbers was better last quarter. Oh, is there anything you could do? Could you fix your numbers? Is there? I really don't want to let you go."
Right.
You want to be in Wendy's. You want to. Michael, can you come up to the office? So your register keeps coming up a few dollars short. I'm not accusing you of anything. You want to be that.
Right.
You want to oppress somebody.
Right.
That's what you want to do. You want to oppress somebody because you feel like because you ain't been able to spread your nasty legs and let everything enter and exit that you please.
Right.
Kill kids if you please.
Right.
Because you're not able to do whatever the hell you want, whenever the hell you want. You feel like well, I'm going to try to change the laws so that I can legally be over you and you can't do nothing about it.
Right.
If I push that paperwork in and we both work at Wendy's and I'm the manager and you're not, you're fired.
Right.
I have that power over you. I have that power over you.
Mm.
If I'm the CEO and you got this $100,000, $250,000 a year job that you as a black man went to school and bust your behind for in a country that's not made for you, and you there, and I just don't know. I just get numbers look better. Last, I was out sick for 2 months. A quarter is 3 months.
Right. Right.
So here's what I'll do. We can offer you a new contract with reduced pay. That's what we can do. And if you bring it up, work this next year and bring your numbers back up, then we'll be able to revisit the compensation plan. You want to oppress a man.
Right.
That's what you want to do. You want to oppress a man. And because of that, you being married means nothing. It means nothing.
Right.
I can't believe you did that to me. I can't believe you did that to me. You are a terrible, terrible person.
That's
Right.
There's a special place reserved for you, and it's a jail cell.
Right.
Especially reserved for women just like you who try to oppress brothers like this.
Damn
It's
right.
reserved for you. It's
Right.
made for you. It's tailor-made for you. 3 good meals. Good. Commissary. You ever had tuna in a can? Oh.
Hookups.
Oh.
Check,
Come on. You never crush your Cheetos up in your noodles. Oh. Sex, you don't know what you're missing.
Right.
You don't know what you're missing.
Right.
You don't know. You don't.
Right.
But you can find out.
That's right.
You keep lying on men, and you keep over-exaggerating issues to men, about men, and trying to pull other soft men into your problems, this will happen again.
Right. Right.
Again and again and again, because the federal laws are changing and people can carry protection. Once upon a time, he might not have had protection.
Right.
And these criminals might have showed up, these young brothers, they are young brothers who I hope they realize how weak and disgusting they've been.
Right.
To respond to a call from a hussy. I had to go back to grandma's words. You damn hussy. You were so nasty calling those men, and they were so weak. They responded. I don't know if they're doing jail time. I don't know what agreements they got. I don't know. But whenever you get out, I hope that you realize you were the worst. You, in that moment, you were the worst kind of man. The man that betrays his brother for a woman.
Right.
That you wasn't even having sex with. Is that what it was for? You wanted to. Or were you blood brothers? Or was her blood brothers? Was you the brother in the friend zone waiting for your opportunity?
Right.
Or was you just a blood brother that just believes everything your lying little sister say?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Because it's your sister, she ain't got to provide no proof.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's your sister, you ain't got to sit down and have a conversation with him and tell him, hey, look, bro, I know you were my sister, but we can't do no domestic violence, man.
Right.
He handled that brother, and on Instagram Live, he got on Instagram Live and played a song that said, and I'm not glorifying this brother's death. So please understand what I'm about to say. I'm going to make you understand what I'm about to say. He played a song that went, "You out packing the air, let's gas him up. He'll still be alive right now if I say gas him up." Good night. And when I'm listening to the song, I used to like that song, like 2017. Yeah, 2017, 2016, no auto. I know. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
How you doing?
Oh, yeah.
God.
Still be alive, right? He said, "You out back in the air, let's something them up. They'll still be alive right now if you saying gas them up."
Good night.
Oh,
Man.
That's the worst.
Yeah.
imagine sitting on the stand trying to pretend like you trying to get justice for your brother when you are the reason he's in the ground.
Right.
Right.
You're the reason. You're the worst type. The worst type. The worst.
Calm
And that
down.
box should remain dry for the rest of your life.
Right.
The rest of your life that you will hopefully pursue charges.
Right.
That you will probably spend behind bars. It should be dry. You should have tuna fish and oodles and noodles. Whoa.
Oh, shit.
What
I
happened?
took my water out too much.
Oh, okay. Be careful.
That's how I'm about to drown myself. Sloppy.
Be careful. Just be careful. You understand?
Let's go get in there. Okay, good. I got it. That's why.
Let's let this be a lesson to brothers. When that woman shows you signs that she is crazy, that she is abusive, y'all want to keep it down a little bit. That she is crazy, that she is abusive, listen to those signs. Obey those signs because you don't want to be put in this position because if you don't draw fast enough, you'll be the one laying on the ground.
Right.
You don't want to be in this position. Pick more wisely. I don't care how many women look at you and go, you're One West. You're so amazing. Yeah. Open your medicine cabinet. Open your medicine cabinet. Thank you. Psychedelic medicine. What's this? As a matter of fact, you was playing with that knife earlier. What's wrong with you?
Right.
I know her behind big, her face pretty, hair long. I know. Stop. Ask how many women, y'all love keeping this a secret. Just ask how many men she's had.
Right.
Right. Y'all, we've adopted a policy. It don't even matter because ask her how many men she's been with.
I don't come.
You can have your own little number or whatever that you refuse. That's between you and yourself, I guess. But ask her. Ask her. So when she start acting retarded, you can say, yeah, she's damaged goods.
Right.
Yeah, I don't want to have to pull my thing out and let shots off at anybody. So, you know what? It was nice talking to you. Yeah, here's my half of the dinner. I'm going to go ahead and leave.
Right.
Just don't let this story be you. It's a terrible story. I'm glad that brother got off. He was on Instagram celebrating. He'd still be alive right now. Saying gas him up. I'm listening to that like he would still be alive right now if you this dumb broad and gas him up.
Right.
Go over there and let bullets off at his house. Mm-hmm. Here lies such and such. In memory of such and such. What is the pastor gonna say? Pastor gonna lie. He was such a. He might have been misguided, but he meant well. He meant well. Okay, he meant well. I hope y'all understand this. You understand? I hope y'all understand this. Calm. Damn story. I didn't even get a chance to put no goddamn precept in this damn story.
I still got the one you asked for.
Jeremiah 3:1.
Jeremiah 3:1.
Okay.
It's the book of Jeremiah, chapter 3, verse 1.
Yeah, we're gonna go to this next one.
They say, if a man put away his wife, and she go from him, and become another man's, shall he return unto her again? Shall not that land be greatly polluted?
That land is polluted.
Wow.
That land is Chernobyl.
Wow.
Chernobyl. That land, it's a poisonous gas floating through her land. It's over. It's over. If you thought she had 12 demons before, she got 59 when you go back to her.
Right.
59. 59. You understand?
Right.
The only time you're not going to be arguing is when you're having sex. You understand?
Right.
As soon as you get up out of it, you still ain't. You just, God damn. You're like, read on.
Shall not the land be greatly polluted?
Oh, shit. Yeah.
But thou hast played the harlot with many lovers.
The air outside was all polluted, and ain't nobody want to go outside. Y'all ain't want to go outside. I tell you, her box polluted you. There you go. There you go. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. Yeah. Like a dummy.
Ah, man.
Right.
Like an idiot. Read on.
Yet
Yeah.
return again to me.
The Lord said, haven't you played the harlot, Israel? You understand this goddamn story about this woman? Okay, nice. That's nice. Haven't you played the harlot? Haven't you done all that I just explained about that woman?
Mm-hmm.
Didn't you go and go get ball on me? And a golden calf on me? And Moloch on me?
Right.
And white
Right.
Jesus on me?
Right.
Don't you do that? Haven't y'all been doing that to me? Yet return again unto me. You can understand why he's telling you that woman you should never go back to and stay away from that type of woman. He's saying, I should do the same thing to you.
Right.
But you're lucky this comparison isn't apple to apples. You're lucky I'm making a point.
Right.
So come back.
Right.
You're lucky I'm making a point. You're lucky I'm making a point. Because I should do you how men should do women like her.
Right.
You understand?
Right.
Oh, you cheating on me. How much ride you think she was having on the side? Be serious. I'm curious. Was those her blood brothers? Because at least one of them was having sex with her. If that's not her blood brothers, one of them was having sex with her. Come on. I ain't showing up to no brother. When I did that dumb thing and thought I wanted to commit a crime on behalf of a woman, the whole time I know I was being stupid. The whole time. The entire time. I don't know why I feel so dumb right now. That's my God sister. I feel stupid though. That's the only reason I didn't do it, because I kept calling people to try to get the story. You sure this happened? What's his name? Yeah. Oh, it never happened. Oh, she was loosey goosey, and he only wanted the coochie. Oh, okay. I'm glad I made those phone calls.
Right.
I'm glad, because I was going to be just as stupid as the guy right there, as dummy in the story.
Right.
Just as stupid, because you know no better, because you know no God. You
Right.
have no morals. You have nothing sitting there telling you. Somebody makes an accusation. Somebody put hands on me. Says, what? He put his hands on me. Cat, we got a situation. You have no chain of command. Right. You have no military.
Right.
You have no generals. You have nothing to lean on. You have none of that. And you have no God.
Right.
So well, he did this. So you have no check and balance. No checks and balances. You have none of that. You're a loose cannon. And because you're soft, she can just fire you ever. You're a loose cannon. Hold on, one of them loose cannons are dead. See how that goes?
Right.
A black man is a warrior with the wrong fight.
Right.
Wrong fight. You're a warrior with the wrong fight, brother. Wrong goddamn fight. You're trying to find something to fight. Domestic violence. On my sister? No. You didn't want to talk to him? You didn't want to see if the story was true? You had to go kill him? Okay. Like you couldn't even just go there with the fist. You had to go pull your weapon out. I don't think you had to pull your weapon out, brother. I think you was a soldier looking for a fight. Because you ain't have to go there with a weapon. You could have went there with these, or you could have went there and talked. If the talking went in a negative way, then you could have pulled these out.
It's like you said, a black man is a warrior
without a fight. You're a warrior without war. You're running around desolate, which is why you run the drugs and gangs, because that's war.
Right.
That's war. So these drugs, I got the cops. The cops. That's the ops right there. Oh, I had to the ops right there. That's the ops. You know, I'm always on point, yo. I'm always on point. They can't catch me slipping. You know what I'm saying? Long live my fallen soldiers, though. You know what I'm saying? Because we in a war zone out here.
Right.
Read on.
Right.
Saith the Lord.
Oh, well, yet return unto me, saith the Lord. We treat the Lord exactly how these types of women treat brothers. They'll get you locked up, you don't care. Disobey you, don't care. Disrespect you, don't care. Be disloyal to you, don't care. Send the reaper to your door and don't care. Will get on the stand. After they get you killed, they'll get on the stand and pretend like they fighting for YAHANNA. So he can go to jail for defending herself so she can ruin 2 lives. She at home right now watching Family Feud.
She ain't watching Family Feud.
Yes, she is. Yes, she is.
She get bust down.
No, she's not. She's watching Family Feud. Watching Family Feud with Haagen-Dazs. Right. She's watching Family Feud with Haagen-Dazs. You understand? And then she gonna go get busted. That's
Right.
Y'all understand that?
Come on,
Be very mindful of the women y'all pick because all that Colombian look nice. All that black woman, yeah, what? You want to bang, I fight. I like a feisty woman. I don't. I ain't got time for that. I'm not arguing with you. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I'm not. What? I'm going. I'm leaving. I'm not doing all that. I'm not doing that. You like Colombian because she got the knives. You like a black woman because she gonna talk. You like Dominican because she gonna cuss you out in Spanish. Wrong reasons, brother. That's
Right.
Wrong reasons. The women, oh, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful sisters, beautiful. We have the most beautiful sisters on earth. That behavior, no. Out of 1,000 men, I found one.
Right.
Out of 1,000 women, I found none.
Right.
Talk to these women and let that be somebody else's problem. Because be for real, these women should go sexless for their entire life until they get they act together.
Right.
Nobody should ever be having sex with these women. They should be dry until they realize, why nobody want to have sex? And she got to go to Jenna Hyman. Nobody wants to have sex with me.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you're insane.
Right.
Now, you can sit in here for a year and fix your brain, but right now you're insane. Nobody should have sex with them. They should be dry. You control this market, Aki. You control how these women act. Give her no sex, no attention. Instagram, God, no. Unfollow. That's right. Why she got 139,000 followers? She has no talent. At least,
Right.
like, if I follow LeBron, at least I'm looking at highlights. Like, come on, man. Man, he's skilled. That brother's skilled. He practiced ball this long. That's excellent. She get on there and she just toot her butt.
Right.
She just toot her behind her. She get there and toot her behind her. And you, I'm going to be 139,445. That's me. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You seen this? 140,000 men have seen that. Nice. What are we talking about? What are you talking about? She's special? No. Tell me you got $5,000 for right now. You're hit.
Mm-hmm.
You're hit.
Mm-hmm.
Scratch that. Look at that escort. $40. You're hit. You that thirsty? You're that thirsty. You're looking at women you're not even having sex with. That's why I would never understand porn. Looking at women you're not even having sex with. Brother, just become something. Make yourself something. Make yourself something.
Right.
Make yourself something. Make yourself something because for $40, I need to go get an escort. And you looking at the screen? Just go all the way. Just go get the damn escort. Go get her. Because you're looking at the screen.
Right.
Looking at the goddamn screen. Now, this is not me telling you to go get an escort. Do not go get an escort. That's right. You know, they love to chop my videos. They love to chop my videos.
Con.
Because they purple and monogamous.
Right.
Do not go get an escort. You understand? Don't
Right.
get no damn escort out. But be real wise with the woman you choose.
Right.
Be real wise and cherish her. When you get one that's worth it, cherish her.
That's right.
Look at her and go, and then look at Instagram and go, yeah, baby, we gonna go see a movie. I ain't even got time for this. I ain't even about to play. you talking about? Women should go sexless. Make it your job to have as many women go sexless as possible.
Right.
Not with you. Not with you. She can have sex with all the big drug dealers. You ain't a big drug dealer. You're a priest. She can't have sex with you. Right? You gotta hold yourself on the pedestal.
Right.
Hold yourself on the pedestal. You got questions?
Yeah.
Well, son.
Come on, concept. We had bust out on this Jeremiah 3:3.
Go ahead.
Therefore, the showers have been withholding, and there has been no latter rain, and there has a whore's forehead.
You want to break down?
Yeah, come on,
Read verse 2.
Okay, come on. Lift up thy eyes unto the high places, and see where thou have not been.
Mm-hmm.
Lean within the ways have thou sat for them.
Mm-hmm.
As the Arabian and
lying.
Oh, Salaki, sir. Oh, lying within ways has thou sat.
Live. My fault. He read in the 1611.
Yeah.
Live.
Live.
Lying with.
Yes, lying with. Salaki.
Sat for them.
Salaki.
The Arabian in the wilderness, as thou hast.
That's not the 1611. I thought that was the 1611. Yeah. I thought you had the 1611 version.
Come on, so it's like, lift up thy eyes unto the high places,
mm-hmm.
and see where thou hast been lying with.
That has not been lying.
That has not been lying with.
Mm-hmm.
In the ways hast thou sat for them, as the Arabian in the wilderness,
mm-hmm.
and thou hast polluted the land with thy whoredoms and with thy wickedness.
Read verse 3.
Therefore the showers have been withholden, and there had been no latter rain, and thou hast a whore's forehead. Thou refuse to be ashamed.
When rain comes down, when it hasn't rained for a long time, and rain finally comes down, people are happy, right?
Right.
People are happy. In California, which was that SoCal or North Cal? The one that don't get another. That one that don't get. That's South California. South California. When they get rain out, it's like, yes, fill up the reserves, give the plants life.
Right.
Blah. Southern California rejoices. In the desert, when it rains, they rejoice. You understand?
Sure.
They rejoice. Read it again. It says, no rain has fallen. You understand that? Because I'm reading off yesterday. So stay on that.
Yeah.
Read it where it says, no rain has fallen.
Come.
Therefore, the showers have been withholding.
Therefore, the showers have been withholding.
The showers have been withholding. Because you committed whoredoms in the land, I'm holding back the showers. I'm holding back the good things for you.
It's like
I'm not
the Lord saying, the Lord is saying,
I'm holding back the showers.
Right.
Because you've been committing whoredoms through the land.
Right.
You've not been doing the land right.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to let it rain on you.
Right.
Go ahead.
Okay. Come. Therefore, the showers have been withholding, and there have been no latter rain,
Mm-hmm.
and thou hast a whore's forehead.
Mm-hmm.
Thou refusest to be ashamed.
A whore's forehead. You proud. Put it out there. You proud. Slick your hair back, ponytail, get a little side bang. You have a whore's forehead.
Right.
Shiny.
Okay.
Shiny. Everybody knows your forehead.
Right.
Oh, wow.
Because you always on.
Wait. Because you always what? Huh? Because you always, everyone knows your forehead because everybody knows what you're doing. Everybody knows what you're about.
Go, y'all. You know my song? You know my song? I'm looking down. She looking up. I'm looking down. She looking up. But I got a nut. So, baby, what's up? It's a lot. That's old Chicago. That's old Chicago. That's that LA Capone. That's old Chicago. You have a horse. Slack. She has a horse forehead.
Right.
There's a horse forehead. Everybody knows that look from her.
Right.
From her, everybody know that look.
So, Slacky, if I may, sir. So, in the way the Lord is using this is saying that everybody know the way that Israel is. Saying and Slaki, if I may, because I'm asking, can you read that part again, Baba Kashar?
Which one, sir?
That part about knowing the forehead.
Oh, come on, sir. And thou has a horse forehead.
Go
back
a little bit further.
All right.
The showers have been withholding, and there have been no latter rain.
Okay, kind of I get that.
And now has the horse forehead.
Okay, good. Okay, so saying okay, I get it. The proud, the proud, like
yeah, thou refused to be ashamed.
Right.
You're not even ashamed about it. Everybody knows your forehead, and you are not ashamed
about it. Got it.
So I'm saying out as because I mean I hear it, but I'm talking about far as Israel, because I understand it.
Everybody knows you are disgusting,
right?
And you're not supposed to be.
Drug dealer.
And yet you're proud.
Okay.
You know.
I got it.
Everybody within the community know. Everybody outside the community know.
What
and you are not disgusting.
Right.
You're proud.
All right.
Okay. I get it now.
I get it.
Right. I'm proud.
What boy? Get on Instagram and do the money arm.
Yeah.
What? Do the money flower. What? Lean on the beam with my buffs on. What? I'm happy in the journey.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
I catch bodies. How happy am I? Oh, they call me 4 times. They call me round 4. Round 4. When people say I'm 4 times, they talking about their bodies. 2 times this. I'm serious.
I know.
At the end of the nickname, 1 time, 2 times, 3 times. For whatever their name is, at the end of it, 1x, 2x, 3x, 4x, 5x, 6x. They do that.
It's like the teardrops.
Yeah, I mean that's a little antiquated. So I wanted to bring something more.
Right. Come.
That's the teardrops. You brag about it. You put it right here, and because people lie about it, got game got teardrops.
Right. Seriously. Right.
So people are. But it's the point. The point is, it symbolizes, hey, I'm proud I did this. I ain't proud I did this. I got this because you're proud. Right. You don't put a mark on your face and say I'm not proud. You're proud of it.
Right.
You're proud you did these things. You have a whore's forehead, and you refuse to be ashamed. I refuse to be upset that I gave. Brothers get out the streets, make a ton of money, excuse me, and be like, yeah, nah, I'm for always this, I'm for always that. Yeah, I mean, I'm out of there, like I get money now, and I got the little homies and stuff, and I ain't doing none of that no more. I'm legit, but I'm always going to be such and such. It's like, why? You refuse to be ashamed no matter what happens to you. You get shot up, take away all your homies, go to jail, and none of that happens to you. Lose them all about your street life. You get rich, get rap money, you get rich, you go in car dealership, whatever you do. I'm always be such a man. There's a teacher right now, a teacher from the hood my father grew up in, that I went to school, he helped me get my diploma with. Take a picture right now with a bunch of Crips. And the whole neighborhood looking at him retarded. You teach kids. But you just gotta prove that. Yo.
Still gang.
Yo.
Come. Slap.
You just refuse to be ashamed. You just refuse. This is, it's positive thing. All right. That being said, it's getting late enough. I can. Any other questions? I have something I want to break down, sir. 2.5. Come on. The latest class.
Like my mate, sir, it's never enough fun. It's never long enough. Slap,
sir. This the book Ecclesiastes, chapter 3, verse 11. He had made everything beautiful in his time.
Oh, this is my scripture. Huh?
Also, he had.
Yeah, I don't have to read that.
Ecclesiastes.
Ecclesiastes 3:11.
Ecclesiastes.
Wow.
I said that.
Doing good.
Also, he has set the world in their heart, so that no man can find out the work that God maketh from the beginning to the end.
No man can find out the work that God made. Oh, we read it again?
The book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 3, verse 11. He hath made everything beautiful in his time. Also, he has set the world in their heart, so that no man can find out the work that God maketh from the beginning to the end.
And what you want to know about it?
I just want to break down on this, sir.
everything beautiful in His time. Also, you have set the world in their heart. I'm gonna read it to yourself in your head. So that no man can find out the work that God maketh from the beginning to the end. Go up a verse. What profit, this is verse 9, what profit hath he that worketh in that wherein he laboreth? I have seen the travail which God hath given to the sons of men to be exercised in. He hath made everything beautiful in His time. Also, you have set the world in their heart, so that no man can find out the work that God maketh from the beginning to the end. So this is talking about, you go to 9 and 10, it's talking about what do you get from working? What do you receive from doing work? No matter what job you do, what does it profit you? I've seen the travail. I've seen the things that the Lord puts the sons of men through to be exercised. I've seen the trials that men go through to prove that they are men. I've seen these things. He has made everything beautiful in His time. When a man succeeds, He will make everything beautiful in His time. Also, you have set the world in their heart, so that no man can find out the work that God maketh from the beginning to the end. So that no man is going to be able to figure out all the mysteries of the book.
Okay.
That's what that's talking about.
Slide, yeah.
Hold on.
It's like, so meaning like, I don't know what scripture it is, but I know we're not gonna be able to figure out everything about the Lord, like why He doesn't have a mother and a father, like
Well, because He always existed. I mean, the why you kind of have that. He
Right.
made everything beautiful in this time. Everything that's made here is beautiful in its own way. Right?
like
It's exactly how it's supposed to be.
Everything.
It's exactly how it's supposed to be.
It's there for a reason, sir.
Yeah. Also, He has set the world in their own heart. The world thinks on the world, right? So that no man can find out the work that God maketh from the beginning to the end. Meaning, you ain't gonna search the ocean all the way down to the deep bottom.
Right.
Okay. You're not gonna be able to label. They still finding new creatures in the jungles and the forests. It was some weird looking thing that popped up on my timeline like a couple months ago.
A bird? Was it a bird?
No, it was like a sloth / monkey / jellyfish. It was weird.
I seen a bird I've never seen before.
It's new. It's
Right.
new. They had a clear insect. They find at certain depths of the ocean.
Come.
But He sets the world in their own heart. The heart is your mind. He lets the world think on themselves, so that they'll never find out all the work that the Lord did. You'll never be able to say the Lord did this from beginning to end. You'll never be able to categorize and use science to go from the Lord all the way down to the smallest ant.
Right.
Like you'll never be able to do it. But the white man, of course, because he tries to set himself up as the Lord, he's going to keep trying.
Right.
He's going to try to find every mechanism.
Oh yeah, he want his nest to be in the stars.
Right.
He want to know where's the bottom of the floor, where's the floor of the sea, where's this, where's that. Still trying to figure out things about the earth, and you'll be trying to figure out things about the earth forever.
That's right.
Right.
Okay.
The part where it says here in Slovakia, being where's that? That was verse 11, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I got it. It says He hath made everything beautiful in his time. Also have set the world in their hearts. Is that also saying that we get so caught up in our own selves, like we get too caught up in the lights of life? But that's what that is. Is that saying that also that we can't pay attention to the small things like that? Like,
no, it's not saying that. It's saying that He made everything is exactly how it's supposed to be.
Right.
At its own time. And He have set the world in their own heart. The world thinks on themselves.
I mean, think about themselves.
The world thinks on themselves. You can't comprehend what goes on in the fourth dimension.
Oh, okay. Now
you think on what you got going on.
Right.
You see, that's Jupiter and that's that. I mean, that's what the Lord lets you see.
Right.
Space is infinite. Yeah, you'll never explore all of it.
Right.
There's different galaxies. There's different universes. Inside that universe is probably another Earth. And this galaxy, this Milky Way, and this, you'll never explore all of
Right.
Never. You should go look up. Watch this. Watch this.
Like that red.
Watch this.
I get what
How
you're saying.
many universes exist? Vitaly Vanchurin has calculated. Andre Lin and Vitaly Vanchurin, Stanford physicists, have calculated the number of all possible universes, coming up with an answer of 10 to the power of 10 to the power of 10 to the power of 16. I can't even put that in my calculator.
10 to the
That
power.
doesn't fit on a phone calculator.
Con.
10 to the power.
10 to the power, 10 to the 10th power to the 16th power.
Good night.
That's
Brother,
not
that's
a-
ridiculous.
That's an infinite
Good night.
number.
Yeah, con.
Their numbers wrong. That's what you. Their numbers wrong. It's so high because they can't count it. They figured it out. No, you didn't.
Right.
It's so goddamn high. You just said, well, it must be this much because when you calculate the angle of this universe, that's universe. That's how many universe. That's not how many galaxies. That's not how many planets. That's not how many solar systems. That's not how many nebulas. None of that. None of that.
Good night.
None of that. Like, the world is set in their own world.
Right.
I mean, you
Right.
trying to find that jellyfish on the floor. Oh my God, I never found this jellyfish before. Stop worrying about space. You will never be able to explore everything and categorize it from A to Z that the Lord has created from beginning to end.
Right. Okay. Come on.
Slug, yes, sir. And with that being said, we all know the angels are real. They are creatures in their own form. But with you saying that, so there can be another likely human race on other universes
All
that
we
we
know,
get lost to?
the world is set in their own heart. All we know is this. This is all we know, right?
That's right.
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 This is all we know. What else the Lord did? We don't know. You know why? You know why? All we know is this. You know why? It starts right here. Lord made this and he made that. They don't say he ain't make nothing ever, nothing else ever. It says he made this and he made that. He could have made something yesterday. It's not in here. It's not important to your life. We on crack.
That's right.
Right.
If we on crack talking about some. I wonder if we could live on Mars.
That's right.
Man, get off crack. What are you talking about? You on crack talking about some, can we go to Mars? No, but you can stop being a drug addict.
That's
Right.
That's like, you got to become perfect here. Worried about Mars.
That's
We
right.
think there's life over here. We think there's another Earth, and if there is, you have crack addicts here.
Right.
So who cares? That's like brothers that be like, we scattered to the four corners. I bet it's people in Africa that's actually us. Okay, yeah. Why don't you focus on where you're at though? Focus on where you know we're at. You worried about some Africans might be us. Right, it doesn't mean it's in Chicago that you know are you.
Right.
That means you right now.
Right.
You worried about some Africans might be us.
Right.
Okay. And if the Lord want them to come into the truth, they'll see this.
Right.
They can see all the hip hop you make and get influenced by the goddamn hip hop.
That's right.
They can see the camps on the corner on YouTube.
I don't con, sir.
But of course, that's what happens when you're purple and monogamous. I mudge them. The visual, I mudge them Shabbat.